3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff. Americans return to space as Discovery clears the tower.
Welcome back to TTMTrades. Today we're going to be talking about tickers ACST, ticker ONTX, and ticker NLST. We're up to 2,600 followers on the stock Twitch, so hey, I deeply appreciate every single one of you, and hopefully I continue to add value to your trades. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about ticker ACST. So this is more of a safe play for some potential gains. So as you can see here, ticker ACST, it has this nice uptrend right now, and it's trending up, and then you have this nice little breakout and push on high volume. The volume for the most part was below average, right around that 300 and to 400,000 range, and then you get this nice climb in volume right here today, right around 1.49 million shares today. So the bulls are definitely in control on this one. And then as far as the high of the day, it pushed up to 84 cents and closed right at 83. So I mean, it pretty much closed at the high of the day as far as the stock goes, which further shows little resistance as far as the bulls, and it's, I mean, little resistance as far as the bears and profit taking. So is there potential for this one to continue its push? Yes, but some definite resistance areas I would keep in mind is, if you look in the past, you can see that this 92 cent area right here, which was a strong line of support, is definitely will be some heavy resistance in that general area, which also correlates with your 50-period moving average, which is currently trending down right now. So I would definitely look at that 92 cent for some definite resistance. If for any reason you break through that 92 cent tomorrow on high volume, then I will begin to start watching for the gap fill right around $1. Okay, but those are the two immediate profit targets I would look for at this very moment. Okay, for a possible 10% gain, depending if you play your entries just right. It is above its 20-period moving average, again pushing into that 50-period moving average. With me, anytime the 20-period moving average is below its 50-period moving average, I keep all of my trades on a short-term basis, in and out. Okay, so definitely a chance tomorrow for a 10% gain. I would definitely keep an eye on this one. As you can see here, as far as momentum, all of your momentum indicators are trending up heavily and at a fast pace. So we'll definitely keep this one in the mind moving forward. Next, we're going to talk about ticker NLST. All right, so looking at ticker NLST, as you can see, same thing with this one, had a gap down here, and then as you can see, you have strong support right here where your 2 standard deviation Bollinger Band is at, right here at 14 cent. As you can see, this 14 cent area has been tested on 3 different occasions. As you can see here, 1, 2, and then again 3 on 3 different occasions. So 14 cent is a pretty strong support. The price action is currently holding above its 1 standard deviation, sitting right here at 15 cents. So I would definitely say support is right at 14, with a strong resistance where the 20-period moving average is sitting at 16 cent. So I would definitely keep an eye on this one to see if you get a break above that 16 cent on strong volume. If you do get a break above that 16 cent, then a couple of lines of resistance you're looking at again as you climb up is at 17 and 18 cents, which correlates to this area of resistance where you see the price action push into this area on multiple occasions and got rejected and came back down. So definitely right in that 17 to 18 cents, that's some strong resistance. And then right where your 50-period moving average is currently trending down, that is right here in this 20 to 21 cent, one for the gap fill and one right where the 50-period moving average trending down at. Now if you look traditionally at the price action, where has it had issues as far as crossing and holding above? Again, that 50-period moving average, as you see here, as that 50-period moving average trends down, price action pushes until it get rejected again pushes into that 50 period moving average, reject it, and then again reject it. So that's definitely the area I would look for moving forward, is right here in that 20 cent range. But right now you're looking at some heavy resistance right here at 17 and 18 cents. So if you could possibly make an entry right around 14, even if you get that 14 to 16 cent push, that's easily a 10% gain on your account. But definitely play it safe. Try to play the support if you can, and get that possible spread. And if you get that break above 20 again on high volume, then again you got that 17 to 18 cent overhead resistance, with a definite strong resistance with the 50 period moving average is sitting at right at 20 cent. All right, so that is ticker NLST. Again, as far as your momentum indicators, you can see here you was on a strong downtrend. As you see the green line, which represents your 30 period moving average, it's pointing downwards, showing that downtrend overall, and then it begins to trend sideways, and now it's beginning to trend upwards just a little bit to show that the momentum is at a stalemate and the bulls are trying to take control. So I would definitely again watch for that break above the 20 period moving average right at 16 cent on high volume. Keep an eye on the volume. So next we'll be talking about ticker ONTX. So as you can see here, this play is just a little more riskier. If anybody knows how I trade, I love trading consolidation breakouts. I just love trading breakouts. Just love it. Okay, hence why I use Bollinger Bands and the Bollinger Band squeeze concept, the whole nine. Okay, and a lot of the times if I'm not using the Bollinger Bands and I just want to kind of trade patterns and get rid of the Bollinger Bands, I love trading, you know, the consolidation patterns as far as being in a channel, symmetrical triangles, ascending triangles, right? These are all different consolidation patterns that I love to play whenever I'm not utilizing my Bollinger Band. So consolidation plays, I love them. All right, if you've been following my channel for a while now, I love consolidation plays. Now they're a little more riskier, definitely, because the breakout could be to the upside or downside. So, you know, you just kind of have to be cautious of that. All right, now let's jump into ONTX. So as you can see here, definite consolidation play. So as you can see here, the price action is consolidating right here with 35 cent as strong support. As you can see here, multiple tests on different occasions. Even when it pushed below it down to 33, the price action immediately closes right back above that 35 channel. And then you got this resistance right here, right at 40 cents, which correlates to the other one, standard deviation Bollinger Band, right above. So right now you're working in this channel of 35 to 40 cent with the price action just kind of going back and forth. All right, now with that being said, since we know what the support and the resistance is, as you can see here, the Bollinger Bands are beginning to constrict. Now when the Bollinger Bands constrict, what does that mean? Okay, anytime there's a lot of volatility within a stock, your Bollinger Bands will begin to spread and or widen up due to the high volatility. So as you can see here, the Bollinger Bands begin to squeeze due to there being consolidation in the typical price range and the price action not swinging too well, and then you get a breakout to the upside, right? Same thing we have going on here. Bollinger Bands begin to squeeze, right, and then you get a breakout to the downside. So again, right here, this is what we're looking at. You have another consolidation pattern with the Bollinger Bands beginning to constrict. As you can see, they're all coming inward, which means there's a low volatility and the price action isn't having wild swings, right? The bid ask is normally between 35 to 40 cent. Hence the Bollinger Bands constricting due to the low volatility. Now, one thing to pay attention to is that 20 period moving average, which is currently sitting right on top of it. As you can see again, the 20 period moving average has traditionally held the price action down. Rejected, could not hold above it, rejected, again rejected, and now you have the 20 period moving average coming back down right here directly on top of the price action right at 37 cent. So you have a 37 cent strong resistance, which is a 20 period moving average, and you have a 35 cent support. So when it comes to the breakout, you definitely want to see that breakout above that 20 period moving average. One of the key signs to pay attention to is, one, you are creating higher lows, right, even though there's a struggle back and forth between the bulls and the bears. And two, the volume spike today, which was above average at 1.34 million shares. shows that there's buying interest in this stock at this price as the squeeze is happening. So there could be a potential breakout to the upside. Now, if you do have that breakout to the upside, one, like I say, you want to watch for the breakout above 37, which is where the 20-period moving average is currently sitting at. And then you have this price action right here, right where the price action as it was coming down hit that 50 cent area, and it closed above that 50 cent area on 2 occasions, and then it finally broke through it. So again, you have some overhead resistance right here at 40. Now this is all pending you break above the 20-period moving average at 37. You break above the 20-period moving average at 37, you got some overhead resistance right here at 40 due to the channel that the price action is in, some overhead resistance right here at 50 due to the stock actually holding above that 50 cent area right here on 2 different occasions, and then trying to close above it and getting rejected right here. And then you have the 50-period moving average trending down right here at 66 cent. Okay, so a couple areas of resistance. Now, am I saying when the stock breakout is going to go on this crazy uptrend and running for days? No, I am not. Okay, but what I am saying is there is a potential chance for a breakout here to the upside for you to make some quick gains. Now, this is a little more riskier play, so if this isn't your style of trading, then I wouldn't try to trade this one. Okay, if anything, I would make mental notes of what's going on with the stock and watch how it plays out, and then just use that mental note for later on down the road. But again, looking at your indicators, your PMO is already crossed. As you can see here, your 30-period moving average, which is the green line, has been on a consistent downtrend, and now is finally flattened out and is beginning to try to trend upwards to show that the momentum is shifting. Even your RSI is broken above its 10 and 30-period moving average, even though it's still oversold. It's trending upward above its averages. So just a couple things to pay attention to, along with the volume, your on-balance volume, which represents accumulation and distribution as far as shares, is making higher highs and higher lows and is trending upwards, which shows that the accumulation is stronger, which means the bulls' hands are stronger and they're buying up the weak hands as far as the bears within this price range. So definitely keep an eye on this one moving forward and look for a breakout to the upside. All right, but definitely a little more riskier play. But again, TTMTrades. If you learned something, hit that follow button on the Stock Twits if you have an account to stay up to date on all my alerts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And again, man, until next time, I hope I continue to add value to your trades. And hey, we'll do another video tomorrow, but trade safe. I'm out.
Swift and Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.